Welcome back to the Parrot Side podcast with myself,
How you say it?
Ills.
Bro, we should do the intro today.
I beg you.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the Parrot Side podcast. And you have your great host, man like Rose on the mic. And who we got in the building, bro? Is that the laugh of man like Skills?
Hey, skills is up in here, fam.
Oh my god.
And we got the baddest guy in this life, ABJ, Lagos, Nige, UK, US, Kamal.
Nigga, as far as I know, I've never been to the US.
You get the vibes, bro. You get the vibes.
I don't get the vibe, bro.
I've got a special guest in the
Yeah.
building.
Oh my
Omarosa.
God.
What it do?
Hi guys.
Yo, whoever is listening to this for the first time, I promise you, this is not how our intros sound like. Like it's normally
So
it's normally way better than this.
Damn, bro. That's not nice.
Hey, I'm still the host. Y'all know what the fuck it is, boy. Shout out to Parrot Side. All three of us in primary school, Greenwood House School. Hey, if you know that, you know. We just here to hang out. We was doing the Parrot Side, so come hang with us. Alright, so obviously we have our agenda of the day. We're talking about cheating. This one finna spiral. You know what I'm saying? But we'll start off on the general sense. So cheating, Omar, say you pick the topic. What are you saying? What was your take? What can
Actually,
we
the
do
first
better?
question should be: have you been cheated on Omarosa?
Ah,
Or have you
Ah.
cheated?
yeah, best
So
question.
have you
Well, let's
cheated?
go one by one first. Let's go one by one. Have you ever been cheated on? Let's start with that.
Okay, I don't know if I'm cheated on, not that I found out.
Hmm.
And I have cheated.
Oh my god.
What?
Whoa, oh, shit.
Omarosa?
Oh,
Oh,
this
What?
is juicy from the
You
beginning.
guys think it's not always cheat. I hope you know. I cheated. I said I haven't cheated.
Oh, you said you haven't cheated.
I haven't now. If I had,
Oh,
will I
oh, oh,
oh, I
oh,
thought you said you
oh, we
have.
thought you said you had.
Oh,
Bruh.
no, wait, she said she
Man.
has, but they've got
I
my
just
reaction.
killed
Now
it,
she's
bro.
laughing.
No, this thing, nah, you would hear it when you play back. I haven't, and if I had, I would probably whisper or something, so that I won't ruin my
Your market.
Yeah, exactly, all of that. Well, no, I haven't.
Ah.
I haven't. And I don't
Market?
not markets, but like my whatever. Please, next question. Thanks.
Oh, which
No, I
question?
thought we are all supposed to answer.
Oh no, we good.
No.
I mean, we already know. See, we have a group on the Parrot Side over here. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. You know what I mean? We good guys. You know,
Oh,
Be loyal.
the Parrot Side boys don't cheat.
we
You
are
know what I'm
fake safe.
saying? So it's just facts. It's just facts. Here's what I want to say about cheating though, because it seems like now, obviously, shout out men in STEM. We out here. I'm all about the science and the statistics.
Old statistics
Uh-huh.
now.
According to statistics, women actually cheat more.
So
It's
what
not by a whole lot. It's only by like
Which
45%.
stats are these, bro? Where do you get these stats
exactly.
from?
Where do you get them from? What are they
So
specific?
trust me, bro.
Yeah, well, I can send you the links after
Mm.
the pod. You know what I'm saying? But these are the facts. Marriage is and relationships is it's a social construct, right? You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing in life that says, oh, we have to be married. And so it's something we've decided to do within ourselves. That's fine. But it seems like men, like I don't know, man. Like I feel like it's basically the vibe is like men are wired to cheat. That's basically what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Omar, so
You
what are you
disagree?
thinking? Do I disagree?
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I can't even lie, Sha, that yeah, women cheat. And then thing is, most times I do not feel bad when women cheat on their
You don't feel
men.
bad.
Yeah, because men
Why?
honestly
What do
deserve
you mean
it.
you don't feel bad? They
What do
deserve
you
it.
mean we deserve it?
Okay, now we've
Wait
opened it up.
now. You didn't even let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah, I said mostly because I don't know, because they've done, you guys, okay, not you guys, men, which is still you guys, have done. I mean, you guys have played your part,
So
so
basically, Omarosa,
now it's
niggas
time
ain't
for
shit.
women. What?
So basically, niggas ain't shit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. In general, yeah.
But Marissa, though, I have a question. So, like, we live in a society where, like, it seems like if men cheat, men are trash, and it's the guy's fault. But if the woman cheats, somehow it's still his fault, because then they're going to go to him and say, "What did you do to make her cheat?" Do you see how like that? Like, is that like
No,
that? Is that
now
fair?
they also do that to women. Come on, they are
That's
like, oh, you're
Nah,
I've
taking
nah,
my
nah,
never
nah,
seen
nah,
that
nah,
in my
That's why
nah,
your man
life.
is
That's
outside.
cap, and you know it.
nah,
That's
that's cap. That's cap.
so. Wait,
That's-
you've not heard of a situation where so a man cheats and then everyone is like, when she's always dressing like Maria Maka, or she always looks terrible, or she put on weight.
Nah,
Okay. You have
well,
a point there, Omarosa. You have.
but
I get
like
that
it's
though.
not a general thing where like men cheat and then everyone just starts saying what did the woman do to make him cheat. So that's not really a thing like that.
Yeah,
The way
true.
it
But I
is.
agree with you. Most times when women cheat, people are like, there's always the whole, that means he somehow, or he wasn't giving her enough attention, or
Yeah,
he
that's what
was.
I'm saying.
And
Yeah, that's
that's
exactly what I was saying.
problematic. Though.
Yeah, fair. I mean, okay, I'm not going to argue with you guys on this one.
Oh, well, do you
I
agree?
still need to agree with what.
Do you agree that
No,
what?
that's Omarasa. No, that so basically, so what we just said that usually for girls do, like it always seems to be the guy's fault, regardless.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
And even when, you know, the stories of when, okay, he a guy and his babe are dating, and then she
Mhm.
traveled to the village for a few weeks,
Village.
and then
I saw a tweet about this.
I saw it
Yeah,
about
I saw it
yeah.
too.
And then by the time she comes back, she's like, "Oh yeah, so it was just fast weekend engagement, let's break up because I'm already married to somebody else." I think that's the only period, or that's the only time when I see like sympathy for guys because they didn't see it coming or something. But usually, I agree with you. They usually blame men, and then I can't be angry at women. To be fair, I'm
Wait, let's
almost
get
No.
back to this whole it's men's fault thing, or because
okay.
when you first, or rather when you said like men deserve it, what do you mean by men deserve it? Like when they get cheated on?
You guys can be somehow sometimes.
But is it like a case by case thing? Like what does the next man
No,
cheating have to
it's
do with
case
me
by
being
case,
cheated on?
definitely. Everything is not, I mean, it's not a general thing. Obviously, there are good people that treat their SOs, significant others, really well. And it's definitely case
Yeah,
by
shout
case. I
out
think
Rose.
most times if or situations where a friend of mine is stepping out,
Uh-huh.
um I mean, I'm not going to be the whole judgy two shoes person. I'm just like, you do you. Mostly because the
That's what
guys
we were
somehow,
talking about yesterday.
only
Why do
if
women not check their friends though? Like,
So if your friend is cheating, you
guys
won't
are
check
not
her shit,
great.
huh?
Because the person they're with or the people they're with aren't great. I mean, I would
So
rather
so
have them like
so
stop
it's
But
dating.
isn't that
acceptable to
more reason
cheat.
for you
Yeah.
to check them?
I mean, the person knows what they're doing. They know whether they can check.
No. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me get so I get what you're saying. So what you're saying is, if your friend is cheating, you
Mm-hmm.
would not like tell her like, "Yo, that's wrong." You won't say anything.
But then if she's cheating, will she not know that it's wrong by herself?
So you won't check her, is what you're saying. Like you won't. Okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm not going to because she already knows. If he's like
nah,
married,
nah, nah,
Already.
nah. That doesn't work for me, man.
It
Because
don't work
a lot of
like
times,
nah.
a
okay,
lot of times when guys,
wait.
all right,
Situations where
guy,
I'll check her if the guy is friends with me. If I'm friends with the guy or with the person she's dating, and like if I know the person she's dating is like good and like treats her well. So yeah, those are the two situations. But if he's not or if he's doing rubbish, then I'm like,
So
okay.
if you don't know him, but you know for a fact that he treats her well, you still won't check her.
I said two situations. So if he treats her well,
Uh-huh.
actually, I've never checked any of my friends, but to be fair, not a lot of them have really, cheated.
Not a lot, so that means still some of
I
them.
don't get this.
Yo, this
A little
society
of
is in the gutter, man. I'm
a
so
little, a
scared.
little.
No.
But no, I'm not going to check them if I think they're not if their relationships are not great already, because I know it will be coming to
Mm.
an end anyway, or
But
they
like,
can
isn't it?
be better.
better for her to just break up with him instead of.
No, yeah. I'm
exactly.
usually I would rather have them, but I'm not going to tell her what to do. It's really what she wants to do.
But why?
In the
But why not though?
Why can't you suggest your friends?
Yeah,
Why would
like why not? Like
suggesting
what are you friends
it's
for?
an option, is on the table. If I'm cheating on, which I don't, on
Mhm.
somebody, and
Yeah,
then I
put
mean
that
I would know what
disclaimer
I'm
there.
doing is bad. I would
Mhm.
know that I'm in a relationship, I'm stepping out. It's a conscious thing. I know that I should not be doing this, but I'm doing it. I don't need somebody else to come and tell me that I should not be doing this because I already know.
But
So
Omarosa,
that's
don't
my
you feel like
Mm,
flexibility.
to an extent your friends still influence some of your decisions?
yeah, exactly.
No, yes, definitely they do. But because my friend is cheating doesn't mean I would cheat.
I feel like that's a dangerous concept though. Like the whole they know what they're doing is wrong thing. Because I always see these things like when women start talking about how a lot of guys will be doing wrong things and their friends never step
Yeah,
in to
don't
tell
Never
check
them
speak
with
up, yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's how people become abusive and stuff. Because it's not like they don't know. If I'm if I'm
I think
manipulating someone and
it's
trying
like a
to get
different
control over her and
situation.
whatnot. Sorry?
And especially if I'm asked, I would say my piece, but I try not to offer opinions if I'm not
But they're not going
asked.
to ask you, and you know that for a fact.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I don't
So
think it matters if you're asked or
fine.
not. Like if I see my guy doing something bad,
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell him like, yo, what you're doing is like it doesn't matter if he knows, because I'm pretty sure they all know. Like all
They
these
know,
people that
yeah.
do bad shit always know. Like rapists know what they're doing wrong. Like they know, but they
Facts.
do it anyway. Like you get me? Like I don't feel like, and obviously we're not gonna compare rape to like someone cheating or whatever, but just in that sense of someone doing wrong things and saying you're not gonna tell them what they're doing is wrong because they know it's wrong. I feel like if that's your friend, you should be able to advise them to do. Because at the end of the day, there's someone at the other end, right? It's not just your friend affected. There's also the guy who may or may not have ever done anything wrong to her, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden is being hurt by the situation. So if there's something you can do to prevent that, I feel like you should, in my opinion. Doesn't mean she'll listen to you, but at least try.
Yeah.
If you try,
And
right?
Omarosa, do you feel like we mentioned this in the episode that we recorded before, do you feel like one of the reasons why you might also not like give advice is because there's a tendency for that friend that's committing the act to be defensive and saying, they didn't ask for your advice, or why are you
Yeah,
trying
there's
to.
also that I the kind of person I am, I try not to. I do, as I said, I don't offer opinions where I'm not asked. I
Mhm.
mostly keep like if you're not, if I see that you're okay, if I see that a friend of mine is sad, like maybe crying or something, I think first thing I'll do is like to comfort you before asking you what happened. And then most times I would comfort you and wait for you to tell me what happened. If you don't tell me, that's fine. I'm not going to push because I don't know. I feel like if you want to tell me, you will tell me, and I'll just rather, be there if you need me to be there, not prying you or like digging for answers or digging for information if you're not willing to give it up. So that's usually my thing. I do not dig, or I don't push for all these extra things. I think that's mostly my situation. So I like stay on the verge of quite a number of my relationships. When
I'm
I say
curious
relationships,
about this whole. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, with friends and stuff. Yeah, I'm curious about this whole line of thinking. Cause like, where's the line for you in terms of someone asking you for advice? So if you like see your friend doing something that you feel is potentially dangerous, we're not even talking about cheating now. Let's say she meets someone at a club or whatever, and maybe she's a bit drunk and she's not really thinking or something like that. But she doesn't ask you, do you think it's safe for me
oh
to go
no,
with
no,
this
no.
guy? Like,
No, I think that's a different situation. If I'm
yeah,
at the
so,
club
so
and I can see that I can see that they are not thinking straight, they are definitely not going
mhm.
home with that's a different dangerous
What if he's
situation.
sober, but you still feel like the guy is a bit dodgy?
Yeah, I will say something in that situation. I'm like, he's
Why is that
somehow,
one? Why is that one different?
because it's a dangerous situation. Like her life is literally in danger.
Yeah, so
Physical.
I'm trying to gauge the line for her. So the line for you is like when there's
When
something
there's
like
active
life
danger,
threatening or like, yeah,
danger and
Yeah, where they're going to
Fairs.
get hurt. Basically.
interesting. Okay. I don't know if I agree with this thing, but everyone's different.
Do you have a lot of guy friends?
If you
If they are cheating, would you check them?
Well, I don't think I know when my guy friends are cheating.
Oh,
If they are,
first.
there's that. I don't think I have really known if. Okay, there's one situation where I knew, but I didn't check him. But then I felt bad after.
You felt bad. Okay, so since you felt bad, don't you feel like the right thing to do?
No,
Would
no.
there be okay?
No, it was
I mean,
just
it
that
depends
one.
on why she felt bad though.
Yeah, because he's. How do I put this? I don't know. He should have done better, sure. And I should have checked him because he was the bad guy in the relation in the situation. But then that's why I felt bad because he was the worst person in the scenario and being in this situation.
Okay, wait, let me give you a different example there. What if your friend is, when you go to uni and she's meant to, like, she just doesn't study. She's always like going out and stuff, and then you can see like her grades are suffering. Would you say something?
Okay, I won't say, your grades are suffering, or better read. I would be more like, oh, do you want to read together? Or do you want to take time out study with me type of thing? I'm not going to go, you were on the first class before, now you're on the third class. See what's going on. Do you get that kind of thing?
Honestly, yeah, I honestly feel like some people need a reality check sometimes. Like,
That's what I
I
was
feel
going
like
to say.
sometimes
So
it's
come
just
out. Do you
in their
feel like
head.
it's more like a girl boy thing? Whereas girls, she's coming like that because she wants to like protect her feelings. You know what I'm saying? Where you
Yeah,
just need to sometimes reality check, like, yo, you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
you're fucking up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a
You know
girl
what?
boy
You know
thing.
what? Actually I feel Omarosa's perspective because a lot of babes they can be very defensive, very very
Yeah, there's
But
defensive,
also
like,
that. I hate
I don't
awkward
know.
situations. Like that's
and like
one thing else. I hate being in a situation where you
yeah,
think trying to be somehow or something. I'll just rather not. Like I hate it. I mean, be on your own. I beg. If
I
you're
think
going
most babes get that
to
defensive because they haven't been reality checked enough. So like that's not a comfortable. No, I'm just being honest.
Oh,
So it's not a
so
Yeah,
comfortable
it's definitely
space for them.
if you're
Like,
reality checked enough, you'll be like, okay, calm. This makes
yeah,
sense.
I think so. Because if I'm fucking up like that and Kamal comes with like, oh guy, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't like it, but like I've been in this space before where like I've had to face reality. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like you said, for most girls, it's all about protecting their feelings. So when you really put them in that spot of, yo, no, you're fucking up, like they get way defensive because that's not like a comfortable space for them. That's what I think, though. I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
I mean, you have a point, but then
I feel
I'm
like
not. I'd rather not be the one to put them in whatever defensive position they want to
Somebody
be.
got to do it, though.
But like, aren't awkward
It's not me.
conversations and like part of friendships?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
actually.
I
Yeah.
think so.
So like in a situation where the consequences of not checking them is a bit grave, like let's take back the studying thing. I feel like you being in an awkward conversation for like 10, 15 to 20, 30 minutes or 1 hour, however long, is worth like someone not wasting their future completely, like that's how I feel.
Yeah, there's the awkward conversation that lasts 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then there's also the awkward conversation that makes them act some type of way for God knows how long.
But isn't that still worth it if potentially, they will fix up and not just waste away the rest of their lives?
Oh, that's a way to put it.
I mean, it's all about perspective, to be honest. Like, that's how I
Yeah,
see things.
facts, yeah.
It depends on you. Like, no one likes awkward conversations, as far as I know. Like,
Yeah,
like I hate it too.
So, some people thrive.
Some people, yeah, true. Some people love conflict.
They're like,
I'm sure,
I talk
sure
to you.
some exes,
Let's
yeah.
decide for a minute. Like, no.
I feel
And
you, sure. I
there's
feel you.
also the fact that this is it's not a strong point, but then there's also a fact that I think most times people, like my friends that usually not trying to get like have those awkward conversations with, they would have those conversations with their other friends. Like some of my other friends that are more, they are more, I don't know the word, they are more forward, let's just say. And they will tell you this. I know it's not a very strong point because what if they don't? That's not, I mean, I cannot be waiting for someone else to check them, right? So But that's also something.
Would you like to be checked? Like if you were doing something wrong, would you want someone to tell you you're doing something wrong?
Depends on what the wrong thing is. I mean, I would know.
Why though?
No, I won't like to be checked because I already know what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
So you don't have to come
No,
and
sometimes you might not know. I mean, it might not occur to you like straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it just depends on what it is.
I feel like I usually have a good sense of when I'm doing rubbish and when I'm not. So I would know.
But you know how like people see red flags in relationships or potential partners and the person in it, something like that. So I feel like you'd want. I mean, I would want my friend to tell me if there's something they're seeing because I'm too caught up in the sauce to not see it. So in that kind of situation, would you?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sauce,
would you want
bro.
your friends?
That curry.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cheers!
Oh, I don't think because I will probably not if I see like my friend having a thing with someone, I won't try to say anything bad about them. I don't know
No,
how
but
to.
this is before the like get together. It's just like a potential thing, like a potential partner.
Okay, so let's say I find out okay they are I don't know they
Let's say
have
they
anger
started
issues.
talking.
So
Yeah,
they're talking
maybe yeah.
and the guy like gets angry. So I'll not be like yeah babe this guy is great too, but don't you think he always gets angry or he shouts at you too much type of thing.
Something like that.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I don't know. I think I'm
So
just.
if you see red flags, you wouldn't say anything.
No,
That's
I won't be
nasty.
in support, but I don't know. It will come up somehow.
Oh wow. Okay. All right then. All right. I feel like I feel your perspective because
Probably
I
just
know where
me.
it's coming from. Sorry.
I said it's just me though. I think it's because of kind of person I am or something. I mean, I
Yeah,
could
exactly.
decide this
Yeah. I
conversation
think
is
it's a
making
you
me
thing.
feel like, okay, I should probably do better. Maybe you. I'll think about it in when the situations come.
I mean, we'll see, Sha. But yeah, I know it's more of a you thing. Just because you don't like those types of
Yeah.
conversations, so you try to.
Things.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe. But I guess there's growth involved in everything and everyone. So maybe for you, that could be like a next step. Because I definitely feel if you're friends with someone and you see something like that, I think you should at least point it out. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I also I I also have this thing where I think that guys are like meaner to themselves. Because
I
if
think it's
guys
just
talk to
about
I mean, yeah.
effectiveness, to be
if my
honest. Yeah,
friends
but
talk to
facts.
me the way that guys talk to themselves, I will not be having it too. So
Yeah, but
I
that's the
don't
thing, because it's always
feel
about protecting the feelings, isn't it? So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
Like,
think it's fine to switch up your approach depending on who you're talking to. Like if you're even some guys are more sensitive than other guys, so you're not gonna use the same like harsh approach to some
yeah,
people that would you
first,
would use to other
true.
people.
I want to circle back to
Yeah,
cheating though. So, Omarosa,
I was
wait,
gonna
come
say
on,
that.
we're going to say something.
No. I was gonna say like we started at cheating and somehow we're talking about
Yeah,
getting flag.
so
yeah, you.
earlier on, somebody said something about like, I didn't wait. I think it was Omarosa. So basically,
Oh, we're
in
back to this again.
no, wait. So because we already
Oh,
established the grounds that like it seems like most guys they're just not wired to be monogamous. That's just what it seems like. You know what I'm saying? There's no biological proof.
It's really not.
So is the guys cheating? Is cheating going to be acceptable in certain situations? So say
The
for
guys
example,
what is this question?
don't worry, I'll
I
give
want
an
to hear
example
this
on both
rubbish.
sides. Now,
I
yeah,
want
wait,
to
wait,
hear
wait, wait,
this
yeah,
rubbish.
wait. Wait, now let me land,
Alright,
bro. I'll give an example on both
land,
sides.
land.
So say a girl is dating a guy now, you know what I'm saying? Like he when she met him, you know, it was working job, whatever, nice job. Then all of a sudden he just started to be lazy. It's not working as much, the money has dropped, you know. Does she have a right to cheat after a number of years? That's question number one. Then on the flip side, question number two, guy met
Oh
babe,
my
you
god.
know, she was leng. Say 6 years later, she's added like 40 pounds. Does he now have
What?
grounds to cheat? So on both sides, what do you think?
On both sides, no.
Who are you?
If
No.
Yeah, thank
because
you.
he's okay, so
No.
for the first situation, for the
Okay.
first scenario, right?
Uh-huh.
If she thinks he's now lazy, I feel like that's a turn off, or you're not down for that. You should just leave the person. I mean,
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
okay,
okay.
but
So it's not grounds to
second,
cheat, but
wait,
it's
sure.
grounds to leave.
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Oh,
see
okay,
why.
then I hear
Remind
that.
me
I
of
hear
that
that.
movie, that controversial one with Taraji, where her husband was like trying to get this invention thing, and he was, sitting on his ass. I mean, he was working on the invention, but he was not bringing in any money, and he wasn't working. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. It was very controversial. There was a lot of conversation.
In the movie
Is
or
it
like in real life?
No, in the movie.
Think like a man. Think like a man, right?
not Think Like a Man?
Not a man. I can't remember. But
What's the name of
yes.
this movie? Jesus.
Yeah, I
Think like
feel
a
like
man.
I think I'll check Google. Let me
Because
Google
there's a
it.
similar narrative in Think Like a Man where her guy wanted to I think it was a restaurant or something, or like he wanted to open, but he was taking a lot of time and he was
Yeah,
broke
that's
and
the
stuff.
name.
Yes, Acrimony. Acrimony.
Yeah,
Free money.
Remember these fucking movies.
and then
Yeah,
he
but you
was
know
just,
Acrimony now.
and then
I
she
haven't watched
eventually
it.
left him. But then when she
Uh-huh.
left him was now when his invention thing banged and like he got a patent and shit. But then she was catering for him all those like how many years? I think it was like 10 or 15. I feel like she should just have left him. Yes, so you love him, cute. Love is not going to
Yeah, so I would
take
agree with
back
you. It's
consent.
grounds for her to leave for sure. Right.
Yeah.
What about on the flip side? Is that grounds for the guy to leave?
No.
Why?
Ooh,
Because
okay, that's interesting.
okay, first of all,
You
it's
see,
grounds
you
for her to,
see,
if
all
he's
right.
really not if he's not trying to like do anything. If he's
What
not
if he's
trying to,
trying? Would it make a difference?
oh no, if he's trying, yes, that definitely makes a
Okay, cool. So
difference.
the scenario was he's not trying, and then it's grounds for her to leave.
Yes.
Okay, but in the flip side, she's not trying to lose weight.
Well, he will have to try subconsciously to
No, but
help
why
her.
To be
isn't it
honest,
the
those are not even
same?
the same thing.
Why
Because
isn't
it's
it
Yeah.
the
not the
You
same?
can't really
same.
make that comparison,
This
Sha.
is
It's
the
No,
not the
same.
same
no.
thing.
I
Yes, it's
used.
the same.
So what would be the same thing? Give me a closer
That's
example,
like
because I'm
Honey and D. I think those are two very
no,
different things.
because if
Imagine
we're
if she's like had
talking,
a lot of kids and then
huh?
there's also that. Imagine if she's had kids and then her body has changed a lot in 6 years.
But that wasn't the scenario. Also, even
That's also. I
that
mean,
wasn't
most
the
likely
scenario.
she's
But
adding
then
liver.
again, no. The reason I use those examples is because I mean, we did an episode on here where we talk about love is blind. And Kamal was
Mhm.
like, when it comes to physical attraction, like 50%. So they got half the reason, you know what I'm saying, is no longer there. And it's something she can work on. Why is it different? Why is it not the same? Because I'm using things that guys value in a relationship. And Kamal did, I didn't even agree with what Kamal said the first time. But to be fair, guys don't value women finances as much as the flip side. So
Yeah.
okay, so if he values her looks and she's looking like you know what I mean? So why are not after 6 years she's not trying? Why is it not ground? Why is it not the same thing?
She didn't have a kid. She's not trying to eat healthy. She's not trying to like
No,
exercise.
no. So there's these two scenarios. In one side, you said the guy wasn't trying, so it's grounds for her to leave. Now she's not trying. Can he leave?
No,
Is it
I'm
grounds?
asking like she's not trying at all.
She's
Like
doing fuck
no
all.
inkling of trying.
Let's say in this scenario, she's doing nothing.
But like, what led to the weight gain first? I think that's also
Yeah, what
like
led to that?
what
I feel like
led
there
to
should be
Why are we trying to justify
because
it? Why
it's
is
not
because
it
the
always
it
same.
like
matters,
this?
bro. It
Because those are
matters.
two very
What
different
led to the
scenarios.
guy sitting on his ass? Why didn't you ask me that?
No, because it's different now.
Oh,
Like
Why
it
is it
matters,
different? Why this
that's not
double
important.
standard? Oh my god, nigga.
bro. Like
That's
no.
You sound like
Oh
you've
my
had
god.
enough.
Y'all making the
But
white
yeah,
girl
Oh
in me
my
come
god.
out, bro. What's going on?
it's not the same.
Oh my
It's not.
god.
Hey.
Jeez.
No, but
What's going
no,
on?
but skills. If she had your kid, bro, and she gained weight, like I don't feel like that's fair.
No,
You
I
know,
said
like
in
that's
this
like
scenario, she has not. Oh, okay. So you're saying that should be acceptable.
if she had your kid and she gained weight
No.
and
Yeah,
you
no.
want to leave her.
I agree. I agree with that. 40 pounds, though, raw. Like, I
Wait, did this happen in real life?
no. I'm just throwing out random
No, you
scenarios.
just so skills. Okay, wait, but
Oh
skills.
yeah,
Are
it's
you
not the
saying
same.
it
So
for you?
You said what?
Wait, so yeah. So
it's not the
she
same
said it's not the
scenario.
same to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's pretty similar. I think he would have grounds to leave if like after like 6 years. I mean, she has done nothing. I mean, like if there are kids involved, then like, okay, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it maybe stretch it to 10 years. I don't know. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
like
she says.
10 years.
That's
I'm so
different.
sorry. Are there not kids involved in this?
If there are no, the first scenario was where there are no kids involved.
Okay.
Yeah. So if there are kids
Okay, wait,
involved,
so
it really
let's
is a whole other
take
thing.
it back a step. Let's take it back a step then. Is physical attraction ever a ground to leave?
I think
Okay.
I
Let
don't
me
know. I
right now.
think so. After a while, like I think so, but it depends on what
Omarosa,
it
what do you
is.
think?
I said let me confess.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I'm
okay.
actually wait.
Uh-huh.
It was part of the reasons why.
No, just tell us first before you explain yourself.
I've actually lost. Okay, I've not lost full interest, but like I've lost part interest in someone because I wasn't physically attracted to them anymore, and it wasn't because they put on weight or anything.
What changed?
I think his stomach got a little bigger. My stomach is not. My stomach is not flat.
That
Though.
means-
Just have that in mind, first of all.
That's wild.
So I don't know. And okay, that wasn't the major thing. To be fair, it was everything else. But like I feel like that was also part of it. It was like a tiny bit of whatever the hell it was.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
But that okay. That's fair.
So that was a major
Rose, what you
reason
saying?
to get in.
He says like
Yeah, what you
leave the
saying?
baby
Is
because
physical attraction, is physical attraction a ground to leave
he wants to leave.
a relationship?
I'm going to take a page from your book, Kamal. In a previous episode, the truth of the matter is physical attraction, it fades over time.
Mhm.
Yeah, over time.
So
Yes.
I don't think it should be grounds to leave, because are you going to say for each person that you're with, or once their appearance deteriorates, I'm jumping to the next person? Mind you, within that period too, your appearance as well is also deteriorating. So I mean, for you to keep jumping to who wants to be with you, that's the real question that you should ask
Yeah,
yourself.
that actually makes
So,
Well,
sense.
if you
And
have
then there's
money
also
as a
the
guy, you'll
connection.
find
There's
though.
also
Let's
the
be honest.
connection that you would have made with the
and
person.
come on, we're assuming like all things being, let's say you don't have, let's say you are an average, and wait,
If you
in
don't have
fact,
money,
say,
you won't live by the first place.
even if you have money, what of if the person that you're moving to has money as well?
No, you won't. Then you won't be with her if she's as breaded
No,
as
no,
you.
I'm talking about you stepping out now. You're leaving your relationship and you're
Uh-huh.
moving to
Mhm.
somebody else. What if that person also has money?
There's no way she'll be as breaded as you.
How do you
Why
know
not?
that?
That's the only way the scenario would work. Like that's just the only way the scenario would work because you're probably older, and like that's the only way the scenario would work. To be honest,
Not all the time. There are lots of
and
scenarios.
most times, to be honest, women date up in terms of finances. To be honest,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
most times.
Okay, so
But then
you
there are
so you
situations,
probably be more breaded. You probably.
probably, but not
But so Rose,
necessary.
in a short-term relationship, is it different? Like like us now, like we're not married or anything.
How long is short term? Besides, you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
should
How
be.
long is short term?
Okay, so
Because
let me not call it short-term. Let's say a relationship that isn't a
In a
marriage, so
non-marriage, yeah.
non-marriage relationship.
It's still not
personally, I
different.
don't even think I think there's no, because if it's like a short term relationship, I mean, how long does it take for physical appearance to really change? I mean, I feel in that sense there are
So
other
like she gained weight,
things.
like skill said.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
okay,
that's a
she like
different.
gained weight.
Yeah. Huh, go on.
Mhm.
I mean, well, I
40
guess
pounds.
so. I guess so. I guess so, yeah, it's probably enough grounds um for people to leave the relationship,
Yeah,
because
or like lose
there are people
interest.
that do so. Yeah,
Yeah.
for people to lose interest, basically. Yeah.
Because
Okay. Yeah.
here's the thing,
Agree.
come on, before you land your point. I feel like, because don't get me wrong, I understand that, it is what it is, men in general, it seems like, they're more attracted to younger looking things, you know what I'm saying? But like, I get that. So outside of those guys, like say Leonardo DiCaprio, for example, that the guy just
Donna.
homie is just, I'm saying
Yeah.
once you're
25 and under.
25, your contract is terminated. You know what I'm saying? So like something like that, that's like, okay, homie, you're doing too much. I think for for most guys, for like a logical guy, you would know that a woman would age. That's fine, like she would look different, it is what it is. But like on certain things that she's able to control, like weight, it's like one nah, G, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if after 6 years, in my opinion, I'm not saying he should leave. I'm not even saying I would leave in that scenario, but there's grounds though. The
Well,
same way
still
on the
wait.
flips.
the physical attraction stuff you're talking about, are you looking at it from both perspectives, like from perspective of both a
So
man
the
and
reason
woman, or
the
just
reason I'm
like
not looking at it from both perspectives is because men value looks more in, especially in relationships, just in general, than women do. So Omarosa, for example, if I can ask you a question and answer truthfully, please. What do you value the most in a relationship?
I think
We're
the kind
talking
of
like a
person,
long time like marriage, right?
Yeah.
the kind of person
Okay.
that whoever it is I'm with is not looks and is not financials either.
Yeah. Okay. Not but I
But
feel
which
like
comes first? Which comes first between the two?
Definitely not looks.
facts.
But
You
then
know what I'm
not
saying?
financial.
Facts.
No, to be fair, like I mean, I've dated people that are not. I mean,
Yeah, but in a
very.
marriage, it would be different though. You'd be looking for
say
something
the
different.
word,
Yeah.
Omarosa. Say the
I,
word.
She's dated
There's
broke
nobody
niggas
that
I don't
knows.
even know.
before.
I don't even know how. I don't even know how to say it. Who are not
Call a
rich or
spade a
who don't
spade.
have money like that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I mean, it's been fun. Whatever it is that made us break up was not because of their financial situation. It was really just them. So yeah, most times I'm not really looking at funds,
Yeah.
finance. But then for marriage, definitely, because even me, I do not want to get married when I am not like financially stable. So I will not get married to someone that's not financially stable enough as well.
So Rose,
Whereas for
do you
most guys, they don't really care like that.
yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Rose, do
exactly.
you
That's the
agree
thing. Most guys do not care about that.
with
But
why?
if you people are like getting married to somebody because of primarily looks, then
It's not primarily looks, but
yeah.
It's
it's like
character. It's character than looks for sure.
So
yeah.
if the person puts on them 40 pounds and then they have the same amazing character anchor,
Nah, nigga, nah. Listen,
no?
no.
Skills is
You
very
said
specific
primarily
about this
character.
looks thing. I
No.
don't know.
I'm not. I'm just keeping it a buck 50 plus tax. I'm saying like in
Yeah.
general,
Once we hit
Mhm.
men
7 minutes.
value looks more than women. Like it just is what it is. So Rose, to answer your question, that's why I'm not looking at it from both sides, and that's why I use
Why?
that example. Yeah, I'm
So
saying because if women look finances over looks. So that's why I use the first example of okay, the guy just on his ass doing nothing.
yeah, I like
You know
that
what I'm
you
saying?
started with the guy and the finances one because you felt
Okay.
like you asked me, but
No, I'm not trying to catch niggas. I'm just saying I'm just trying to level the
Mhm.
playing field. Because if I said looks on this side, like it's not even. Because women are like you just said, you don't really look for looks as like your top three things. If you ask most guys, what's the
Didn't
top
say
three
top
things?
three.
Like
It's top three. I just didn't say it was top one.
is looks in your top three.
Yes.
Okay, but
But
Sorry,
it's
I
not
it's
like
one
not
or
I
top
two
like
though.
looking at people that
it's
I
not
can see.
one or two. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shot top three, so it's really
yeah.
high up.
Yeah, but
I
for
like,
guys, it will even be higher. You know what I'm saying? So it's what
but
it
then
Yeah.
is.
I think it really depends on the people.
No,
I
well,
mean, generally,
everybody, yeah, but majority do. So, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? The people that will, I mean, there are guys, I'm sure there are guys that will come and say, oh, I care about like finances. I mean, like that's just cap. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Skills. Don't you care about finance?
okay,
So
actually, so that's a good question.
you don't have to be a house husband with a rich wife.
Actually, yeah,
Skills cares about
So,
finances
You're
though.
not looking at that.
no. Okay, so for me personally, now, to be fair, if I'm being honest, most guys, they don't really look too much into finances. If they feel like they can carry out financially, like it's fine. Me personally, I would want her to have a job. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah,
I
but
would.
it's more than that though. You would want her to contribute to
Yeah,
finances.
facts. Yeah, 100%. Facts. 100%. Can't put all that pressure on me, nigga. Damn. I just
Yeah. Right.
facts.
Whereas some guys, like personally, I don't care about that. So it's just like you said, it's a case by case basis. But
Yeah.
generally speaking, if you're in Nigeria, man, and you're a guy, and you're entering a marriage, better be prepared to carry
To
financial
carry
burden. That's
Yeah,
it. Just is what it is.
times.
Yeah, and
When it
people
comes
accept it.
when it comes to cheating, then Omar, so what do you think? Do you feel like is a forgivable offense
For
on
me,
both
no,
sides?
at all.
For you,
No.
no, really
Yes, no. For what no?
interesting.
How would you cheat on me? I don't understand.
Why is that so
If you're
interesting?
tired, like if you want to be done with it, be done with it.
Okay, now I hear that one. I hear that one still. I feel like mm, I don't know. That's mad because like okay, maybe you in particular, but I feel like if you've like met the guy, like that one guy, like the guy of your dreams, who's like your celebrity crush, by the way, Drake.
Many celebrity crushes. My celebrity crush is Thames.
Who?
It's Thames.
Oh, your.
Thames.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
your. Oh, well, you colorful, but you're not though.
You said not colorful because I know you meant something. No, I'm not. But right now, my celebrity crush is Thames.
No, can you pick a guy so that my analogy would work, please?
Oh my god. I said, are you colorful? Oh my
Okay,
god.
let's just work with Wizkid for now.
Okay, say Shaboy Weezy.
Wiz? That nigga.
Sorry, why do you sound surprised? Excuse me.
No,
Where's
go to
Rose surprised?
Wizkid's track record. I mean, that nigga got 4 kids.
Hey, that's not the point, man.
Forget that he has kids now.
She was
Just
land.
focus on him for now.
Yeah, okay, but my point
Yeah.
is like, if you met like a Wizkid, you know what I'm saying? That kind of guy, actually, this is a unique example because Wizkid is like, he's them niggas, like he's up there, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he can walk down the streets, get any baby he wants. So, for one, would you expect such niggas to stay loyal? And two, because like you're so in love with him in this scenario, like if he then cheats and like he's apologizing, he's sorry, like you wouldn't just like it's over for you, like it's like that's it.
Okay, it doesn't have to be risky now. If it's anybody I'm in love with, if they're apologizing to touch me, but then still it's
It's
over.
would it make
And
a
yes,
difference?
I would expect that Wizkid, even
Uh-huh.
if he can walk down the street and bag everybody on that street as he's walking. I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone, it's really choices that you make. All this whole you can get anybody. Yes, you're hot. Yes, you're very attractive. Yes, you have all the money. But then it's always choices. He can decide to do what he wants to do. So yes,
First. So if he
I
apologized
mean,
and he touched you, you would forgive, is what you're saying.
not now. What? No, I said I still won't forgive.
No, not
I
like
was
just
saying you
just
didn't need
somebody
to use
you're
Wizkid as that analogy because if it's anyone I'm in love with,
yeah. So whiskey
yeah,
aside, if
that's
you're
it.
in love with the person, you would
No, I
just
still forgive you, but then I'm
would it
just saying.
change if you're in a marriage versus just in a relationship?
Hmm. I've actually thought about this before, but no, it won't change, man.
So okay, so if you're married and you cheat, divorce.
I feel like it may change when you're older. Right? When you actually do get
Yeah,
married.
that's the thing. Do you know? Funny enough, I've actually had like conversations with older women, women that are married
Yeah.
now. And they're like, just put in your mind or just have in your mind that men will always step out or try and step out, blah blah.
That's
Like
wild.
it does not have
Yeah,
to be.
that's actually wild.
It's not
That's
even
wild.
that's not even what
It
it is
doesn't have
necessarily.
to
It's just
be.
more so
I
that
mean, yeah,
there's
it's
so much
just
at
very
risk.
common, which is sad. And then they've just resigned themselves to this is what it is. If you want to have headache, that's when you're going to be carrying it on top of your head or choking your head where it's not. You're not supposed to see like going through phones. But I'm like, no,
But I
no,
feel
that's
like the new generation of women won't stand for that though.
yeah. I'm
Nope,
not.
they
I'm.
will. They
I would rather.
definitely will.
I
They
It's the
would
will.
same
They
rather.
shit.
definitely. I think they will. It's
It's
the
the
same
same
Why
shit.
do
thing.
you think
Yeah.
so?
I had this convo with my brother, like, cause he's married, and I was telling him the same thing that Rose said, that girls our age are on this new age feminism, liberalism wave that they just, and he was like,
Shout out Cardi B.
the girls their age
You got free Cardi
when they
B.
were our age said the same
Okay.
shit, but then the problem is when you get married, there's just too much at stake for you to
Yeah,
divorce
to
someone and
just
leave
give
them
it
because they
off,
cheated.
like cut it
Yeah,
off, right?
like your whole life. Are you gonna go back and live with your mom and your dad?
I don't
You're
understand. I
36,
expect that at
37
that
years
age,
old.
I will have my money and get my place by
You,
myself.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Do
could,
you
but
say live with my
In
it's
this
mom?
economy,
Come on.
no,
Yeah.
no, she could. No, honestly, she could, but it's a big change to go from, well, depending on the dynamic you had in your marriage, to go from someone supporting you financially to all of a sudden being on your own and having to figure it out on your own. And if you have kids, again, that's another added layer of complexity where you're not talking shared custody or whatever custody. If you're in Nigeria, you don't keep the house, you don't even keep the kids, because the husband
oh
does.
facts,
So
facts.
like,
Yeah.
Okay.
there's just so much at play
It's only in
for
like the
a
West where like
That's
woman
you go
to
to
normal.
court.
But you're
Yeah.
talking from
exactly.
the perspective of a woman that does not have her own money,
No, I'm saying
right?
even if you do have,
Even if she
you can
does,
go,
yeah. Like
but
it's
Yeah,
it's
even
just a
just
if you do,
huge
okay,
change.
if in a situation where okay, I have my money, I'm working or I have like a decent source of income
mhm,
and my husband cheats, God forbid.
mhm.
But yeah, even if I'm not going immediately, I'll put down plans. I'll start putting down plans. It doesn't have to
That's
be like
fine. Yeah. I feel like
immediately.
if it's a consistent thing, I think that's more likely than if it's a one-off thing.
But then if
I
it's a
think it's
consistent, no, I
difficult
mean,
for a woman. Like,
what's the assurance that it's not going to be a consistent thing?
yeah, that's
Well,
why I said like it's fine for you to be
that's
making
the risk.
plans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
you make your plans.
what do you think if roles were reversed? If your wife or the
Hmm.
person you are married to, you have kids to after
Uh-huh.
15 years,
Uh-huh.
you know that they cheated. Are you
If she
leaving?
was,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
she's
you have
that.
to leave. You have to leave, bro.
Yeah, she's not.
Straight up. Even
Yeah, no,
one
Yeah,
man.
yeah. If she cheats, the guy has to leave 100%.
yeah, yeah.
Why?
It's like I said, depending on where you're living. If I'm in Niger, I've the problem is okay. So the problem in most marriages in Nigeria, because I'm gonna keep it Nigeria specific for now, is the
Yeah.
power dynamics involved, and it's just skewed in one way, and it's mostly the guy. The guy has
Yeah,
so much
in favor of
security
the
in terms of finances, in terms of houses, in terms of kids, in terms of almost everything. Like he just and it's easier for him to get another wife. Like and there's no stigma attached to
yeah, true.
a husband finding being a divorced guy or
Yeah,
having to get multiple wives or anything like that. Whereas for women, there's just too much lack of security. Like you said, you may have your money, you may not. Even if you do, you may not necessarily be earning enough to like afford a place in the city. Like if you're in Abuja now, do you know how much it is to get a place in Wuse or wherever it is? And you might have to go somewhere far to even get a place, depending on
that's
how
why
much you're
I'm
earning.
saying
You know,
that
like
I
it's
think
just
that
difficult.
these days women are more. I mean, you're not seeing as many women or as many women that are going to be stay-at-home housewives
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
don't
for
have
sure.
their source of income. So I think that's a very big factor. When women have their source of income, they don't have to stay with rubbish, to be fair. So if you
But
have
women
your money,
always work.
you can do
Like
whatever
my
you
mom
want.
worked.
Hmm?
I don't know if your parents worked. Like my mom worked. Like
Yeah,
she
same.
always worked.
But I
Yeah,
feel
and
like
Rose, I don't know if
Omarosa is coming from the perspective that like she's earning enough to make herself her own
Yeah, I'm
breadwinner,
comfortable.
basically.
Yeah, like
most,
to make my
Yeah,
but
she's
that's
comfortable. Like she
yeah. Even
doesn't
if
have
the
it's
to
man,
depend on someone
I don't
else.
have to depend on somebody else. I mean, that's the goal. I'm not trying to be dependent on anybody, especially not a man, because
yeah, it's
they can.
definitely a goal for sure. But it's a small
Because they
percentage
can
though.
hurt you. So
That's a
Like
yeah,
the
that's
definitely
the
goal,
thing.
yeah.
And
sure.
I think these days there are more women that have this mindset
I think there are
because
most
No, the
women that
mindset
have
is
that
money
fine.
is
mindset.
Yeah,
freedom.
the mindset is
You don't
fine.
have
It's
to
more of
lose
the reality.
progress. Yeah.
Facts.
So I don't know. I
Like
like
if you
that. What did you
yeah, I
say?
was gonna say like as a foundational basis, how many jobs can you get in Abuja that is even giving you enough money to be able to like
You
just
don't have to
get a
have
place
jobs
in
in
town?
Abuja now.
Okay, okay. So where are you getting this
It
money
doesn't
from?
even have to be in town. Even if like you
Only
have to,
funds.
it doesn't. You don't have to live in town. If
Yeah,
you
said only
move
one.
to the outskirts. Sorry, is it not better to
Yeah,
be
but like
in Karimo than to be in bondage? You will say.
yes, but that depends on why you're going through all that stress, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, now let's wrap up the thing. You know what I'm saying? Rose, final.
We only got, wait, so before you go, we only got one episode done. I mean, one topic done.
You one topic, I
Yeah.
had three.
I mean, what?
Yeah, we want to cover the
It's
whole thing.
time, though.
But then you guys are
Yeah,
welcome to the other two topics though. If you want to
huh?
discuss them with like other guests and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's
I mean, we
probably
can
what we'll
have
do.
you back. You can do it. Rose, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Yo, it's been your
In your
voice.
voice, yeah. Cool. And I see that coming.
So final thoughts, basically, yeah, with the whole cheating thing. I mean, like Omarsa had stated earlier, it's a choice. I know, like, if you know you love someone, you won't engage in a decision that will know will hurt the person, would affect them mentally, or just destroy your relationship, especially if you're engaging in that thing with someone that you don't even care about. No. I like there's this quote I saw somewhere and it says that like why would you want to cheat on someone that you don't want to lose with someone that you don't want to keep? And like it's a really, really good one because I mean if you don't intend to be with someone long term, then why are you playing games? So yeah, and in addition to that, like this whole cheating thing, there's no gender dynamics to it. Everybody should take responsibility for their actions. It's not a thing of men do more or women do less or all of that, man. Everybody should take responsibility for their actions. And yeah, and another thing, this one is very important. Cheating is not just in the physical acts.
Yeah, there's also that.
Yeah, cheating is not just in the physical acts. It could be the little things such as flirting and the kind of text that you send to people and all. So we have to be extremely cautious about like the things that we do, because the thing is, the question is, you should always ask yourself, like, before I send this message, if my babe or if my boyfriend sees this thing, are they going to feel comfortable with it? So like it's very important. So yeah, those are my final thoughts.
You can add one last thing. It's
Okay,
not exactly in the final thought line, but I was having a conversation with my friends one time, and like catching wines came up, and then we're arguing about
okay.
whether or not that counted as cheating. So what do you guys think?
Funny enough, before Rose even brought it up, that was where my final thought was gonna go. But just to answer your question, on a personal basis, I'll say yes.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, I'd say yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I didn't
Feels.
realize it was. I mean, I didn't think too much of it until that conversation, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, because it's actually
Yeah,
quite intimate.
because yeah, exactly. Because if your partner walks up and see you are
Yeah.
whining waist on
But
somebody
then I just
else,
felt like it was one of those things that, I mean, you just do if you're out or something. But I mean, fair point, very valid point. But then they're like, how would you think is not cheating? Come on. And yeah, I see now.
I'm off final thought.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, before Rose even brought this whole thing up, I find cheating as a concept very interesting because it means different things to different people. So the way you're bringing up this whole lines thing, someone will say, or maybe the line for them is kissing. Another one will say, or maybe it's sex. Another one will say it's something else. Like, there just seems to be no general consensus on what cheating actually is. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier in terms of how much we attach like physical things such as sex and kissing and etc to how much of a connection you have with someone. I don't feel like most people who, let's say your wife is an actress, right? And she kisses someone on stage, they wouldn't consider that cheating because they know the intention behind it isn't, oh, I love this guy, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh,
Whereas if they were
attracted.
to meet like a, sorry?
I say, yeah, or like I'm attracted to this person's work.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas if they were to meet like a random person somewhere and they were to have sex with them, even though it doesn't mean anything to them but the sex itself, they would see that as cheating, even though the intention there isn't still like, oh, I have feelings for this guy, that's why I'm doing it. So there's just this, I guess it's more of a conditioning thing where we just attach these physical things to how much someone cares about you or how much they love you. Whereas in reality, it's not even necessarily the case. Because like you have adult porn stars and etc that are married and they still do that thing. But yeah, the overall point is just the fact that these physical acts don't always correlate to emotions, but we've just been conditioned to see it that way. So yeah, I just found that interesting.
Yeah, I mean, actually, let me give some more final thoughts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, going back to what Rose said, Rose's final thoughts, something about gender dynamics. I do feel like there are gender dynamics involved in certain things, and it was very evident even in the way you lot reacted to the question. Because the very first question where I said, if she adds weight versus if he's just sitting down at home being lazy. What I'm saying? There was trying to, okay, let's justify it for the girl. Like that's just the society we live in. It's not, I'm not saying that it's good or bad, it just is what it is. What I'm saying? I'm not saying this is good or this is bad. Like that just is what it is. What I'm saying? So whether these gender dynamics are societal, like Kamal said, yeah, there could be, probably is, but they do still exist. What I'm saying? So in relation to stepping out, in relation to cheating, is about what each people value. What I'm saying? So in general, men value this, in general, women value this. Everybody's still different though, beyond individual selves. Yeah, sick. Cool. It's been your boys on the fucking Parrot Side, but hey, shout out the gang still. We out here. Catch us on the next one, 5 stars on Spotify. Omarosa, what do we tell them about the feedback? Tell them, please.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, sick. So, hey, go catch you.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Oh, we have to say peace out.
Nah, you don't.
Okay, peace out.